someone says something nice about me for once. And in my brain, I immediately think, cap, you're all a bunch of fat liars. I know none of you like me. And it's so hard to tell who doesn't like you sometimes because you would think people would grow out of this after high school, but trust me, grown people will still be friends with someone they hate and talk crap about them behind their back and then go hang out with them the next day. It doesn't make sense. Why can't we just be honest with each other? I ain't got time for this. When you're going to sleep and you remember something cringy you did years ago and you're just like, stop it! Just shut up! I'm trying to sleep. We've been over this I don't know how many times. When that happens, there's this one particular thing I said to an adult when I was in high school that it was the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. I'm not gonna repeat it. You'll never know. It's gonna die with me. But occasionally I think about it and it keeps me up all night because I'm just like, why? So whoever has any good meditation tips, to silence the mind from the incessant bickering at myself, comment below. Do you ever just forget to hide your expressions for a minute? Yes, me. I am very expressive with my face. You know what I'm thinking. Very transparent sometimes. And then you're like, whoa, I did not mean to make that face out loud. Lately, I've just stopped caring if someone knows I don't like what they just did or said, because I'm like, if I'm not cool with it, I'm gonna let you know. Especially this one guy in particular. There was one time he made one of my friends feel bad for wanting to microwave his food because he said, and I quote, "Oh, I could never put that radiation in my food." Okay, good for you. Have your cold Panda Express. I want my orange chicken steaming hot. If the second I text you back, you call me because you know I'm holding the phone, I will call the police on you because you're psychotic. That is some manipulation. That has happened to me maybe a handful of times where someone calls me after I text them. And there have been maybe 3 times in the past 5 years where someone just called me out of the blue and I was like, what is going on? Is the world ending? Is this is the apocalypse, right? Everyone getting phone calls? Because none of us want to talk to people. My trust issues so bad. I don't even trust these. You just gotta change your profile picture on Zoom to a black screen that says reconnecting and keep your stuff muted and they'll think you just lost connection the entire time. Class dismissed. Me when someone's looking at me while I'm doing something. I don't know why I do this, but it could be the simplest task. Like when I used to work retail and I'm unpacking boxes of clothes. Soon as a customer tries to talk to me or my manager comes and supervises me, all logic goes out of my head and I do something that makes absolutely no sense. Like instead of taking the clothes out of the box, I start putting all the packing supplies inside the clothes. I don't know what you said, okay? That's one tiny little thing versus how much I read into it. I totally overthink the situation and I kind of project what I would do or how I would say something onto what you said. And I'm like, okay, she probably meant this and was feeling this about me while she said it. So I guess we hate each other and we'll just never talk about it. And we'll passive aggressively send each other TikToks calling each other out on toxic behavior and just say, oh, that's not you. It's about this other person, but I thought it was funny to show you. Me, anywhere I go, I really hope I don't see anyone I know. If I'm going out on a random errand, like the grocery store, getting coffee, picking something up anywhere, I am not looking great. Like, I don't look like my usual supermodel self right now, you know? I look like Hagrid from Harry Potter most of the time, in sweatpants and a stained t-shirt. So I don't want anyone to see me like that. It ruins the illusion that I'm perfect. Me every night ignoring my sleep schedule, me who was up until 4 a.m. last night, and choosing to run through traumatic thoughts and what I would do in extremely unlikely scenarios. I just found out this is called maladaptive daydreaming. I did that all the time as a kid. I don't think it was a trauma response. I think I was just bored in my childhood because I had no friends and I was bullied all the time. But I would daydream the most crazy fiction scenarios in my head where I'm like the hero, and I would play those out every night and continue that same storyline. Yeah, I really had no friends. When there's a huge fight in the group chat but you were asleep, I get so stressed out. I think it's FOMO, fear of missing out. But if I wake up to 50 texts, then I'm like, oh my God, I missed out on the drama. And then it's like binge watching your favorite Netflix show. You just read all the text in 2 minutes. And then you maybe send a GIF that could be interpreted in any way, just to be included into the conversation, they don't forget about you. Your body temperature rises when you're experiencing stress. Ha! Bruh, I would be hotter than the sun. I'd be so hot, I would just melt straight through the Earth's core to China. I don't even know if China's right below us. I just know I grew up saying that. Would I die for you? Yes. Will I pick up your phone call? No. You could be literally getting murdered, and I'm just like, ew, phone call, decline. You should be calling 911, not your friend. You call 911, make sure help is on the way, and then you call other people if you're not still being stabbed. Seriously, imagine telling your attacker, hey, can you hold on 1 second? I just need to tell my boyfriend that I might not come home tonight so he doesn't worry. You know, he's waiting on me to order food so he might go hungry. Can you just hold on a sec and then stab away? When the teacher says the project is a solo project, oh my God, that's amazing. It's the best feeling because I was always the kid. Whenever I got shoved into a group where no one liked me, I would always end up being the smart kid that did all the work. And on the day it was due, I would tell the teacher I did all the work and everyone else got zeros. I didn't do that all the time, only whenever they made me mad. Hate me, I don't care. Do your own work. Me, oh, I can't make it. I have plans. Reads 101 ways to get rich without having to be around people. And then he tried to do all those online surveys or test out random new medicines that aren't FDA approved with weird side effects. Donate plasma. There's so many random ways to make money. Make sure it's legit though. But also, another random point, I don't have to have plans to go out to justify not going out with you. If my plans are to stay at home, relaxing, watching TV, playing video games, or just on my phone, that's reason enough. I don't want to go out. I don't need to justify it to you. That introvert urge to check your phone for no reason in public to avoid awkwardness, especially if you're at like a party or you're at the coffee shop waiting on your coffee. It's weird just to stand there people watching like, hey, that was dumb. You gotta be on your phone doing something. All you do is listen to music and stare at memes by yourself. That's what I'm doing now. What kind of life is that? It's a peaceful life that makes way more money than I did doing retail, let me tell you that. So, forget you. Don't judge what makes someone else happy. When life is falling apart, but you're totally used to it by now, and you have a supportive friend with the same self-destructive behaviors, it's amazing. I remember me and this old friend tried to motivate each other to start working out and being super healthy again. We said we would send each other these like motivational memes from Pinterest every day, and the very next day, we texted each other super early and said, yeah, forget that. When I'm trying to take a nap, but the nap ain't trying to take me, that's a whole new kind of hurt. And single. Like that's the lowest level of single. Even Postmate canceled on you. Me hiding in my house recharging my introvert batteries after consecutive days of social interactions. The most I have ever gone out in a week was like 4 times, maybe even 5. And I was dead. At the end of that week, I said, screw that. I want to stay home and be in bed by a reasonable hour watching my TV. Never thought I'd find a table lamp relatable. Are you okay? It looks like he had a long day and he needs a hug. I don't know why it's a he. They need a nice hot steaming bowl of ramen and a really good crime documentary to binge. That's what you need, sis. 21 years old. I have no friends. Same girl. The way YouTube recommended this to me feels like a personal attack. Dang, that hurts. YouTube, why you gotta do me like that? Me getting ready to make the same bad choice, but also being a little more prepared than the last time because it backfired. No, little mouse, don't go for the cheese. See, this is cute right now, but if it was in my room right now, I'd say, yeah, go ahead with the cheese. Proceed with caution, but it's fine. You'll totally be fine. No, you will not be fine. When you don't answer messages, but you're sharing memes, that is just the bare minimum of necessary participation. It took me like 10 seconds to remember the word participation. I have a problem. Me after oversharing something deep about my mental health, but I instantly regret it. They take it way too seriously and you're just like, it was a joke, it was supposed to be funny, I'm kidding, relax. I go to therapy. Don't put me on the grippy sock vacation. What are you doing on New Year's Eve? Going home, ordering food, relaxing, and going to sleep by 11. Last month, during New Year's, I was out with family And I was like, how the heck am I supposed to stay up until midnight and then go home? Bruh, I'm too old for this. Because honestly, in my opinion, New Year's is kind of lame. But comment below your favorite holiday, and that's it for some relatable introvert memes. Be sure to subscribe. Links are all down below for my other social medias, and I'll see you tomorrow.